Thank you for watching or listening to the ASB Author Showcase, spotlighting authors from around the world. ASB Author Showcase is produced by Author School of Business, an author-owned organization helping authors to fully understand the business side of being an author. If you would like to be on the show or to be a sponsor of the show, simply email us at authorschool@outlook.com. Your hostess for today's show is Denise Bryson.
Well, welcome everyone to our show. I am so proud to be on our show again. We've been away for a while, but anyway, I'm glad to be back. So this is where we encourage everybody to drop everything and read. So we make sure that reading, because reading is fundamental. Reading is something we need to do. It expands our mind. So I'm excited today to be on our show today and to be very excited because I am interviewing author Sheena Binkley, and she has written over 41 books. I mean, 41 romance novels, and I'm telling you, they look. I was looking through them, and I was so excited, and I kept looking through them. I said, "Now, was that a movie? I thought I saw that as a movie." But anyway, so we'll be excited to see all that she does and everything that her books are moving forward and doing. So she's been writing a long time, and I looked and I saw it says, "What is her profession?" And she said, "I am an author." So I'm so glad to be interviewing her. Hi, Sheena. How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I am doing amazing. So tell us a little
Good.
bit about yourself.
Okay. As you mentioned, I am a romance author. I actually just celebrated my 10th year anniversary. I've been doing it since 2013. Mainly, I just been writing a lot of different romance novels, whether it's African American, interracial, young adult, new adult, just various genres that I have been pursuing, and I just love writing.
That is good, and we can see because that's a lot of books, and especially since 2013. So it's been about 10 years. So so that's been about 10 years. So then what? I was looking through. And I know your latest novel. I think I saw it. It is. I'll get my little note together here. It is The Love We Have. Is that the last one, the latest one you've done?
Yes,
Tell us a
it
little
is.
bit about that book and what prompted you to write this particular love story.
Okay. Actually, this is a spinoff series from another spinoff, which is from the Love Chronicles. So this is the first book in the Forever Love series. It's mainly just giving the friends of the main characters of the Love Chronicles their own story. With this one, it's mainly about a couple that actually are newlyweds, just trying just to get through their marriage life, just a lot of different scenarios that they have been going through, and just seeing that love conquers all.
That is beautiful. So let me go back and ask this question. So what birthed the romance writer in you? I guess that's what I want to ask.
Okay. I mean, I was an avid reader, of course. So just being able to read various books growing up, it just made me want to pursue romance writing. And I'm a romantic at heart, so I just love having stories that also have a happy ending. So I just love.
That's good. So I think because I like, you know what, some of my favorite movies are the Christmas movies because they always end well. And they always end
Yes.
in a love story. So I always like to look at that, to look at those movies. And so what inspires you to write in this genre?
It's mainly, as I mentioned earlier, just the same with just writing different romance stuff. Like I said, I'm a romantic at heart.
Mhm.
I just love just being able to go through a journey with each couple, being able to, I guess, see what they go through as individuals and as well as a couple. And that's mainly just a big part of why I write romance novels. Just going from the first meeting, going through the different situations that they endure, and being able to just, I guess, unite at the end.
And so I wanted to ask you this question. So do the characters begin to reveal themselves? Is that how it happens, or how do you develop the characters in the story?
Mainly is just, I guess, I want to say personal experience with some of the characters that I have written. Um, I guess just being able to go through everyday situations and just seeing how different people, I guess, go through certain situations, especially like as a couple or somebody just getting to know each other. So I kind of put those towards the characters that I have wrote throughout the years, and so it's mainly personal experience, the majority of them.
And then, so will this book turn into a series as well? I've wrote so many series.
Yes. I said this is the first book in the Favorite Love series. So if anyone has read the Love Chronicles, it's mainly is the friends of the main characters from that series. So they're basically just getting their own stories for
Oh, wow.
each book.
Well, I just want to know. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break like that. But anyway. So what about now this one? I said I got to read this because I saw it and I got excited about it because I feel like sometimes this can be a lot of people's story. And this is the one that says, "In love with my best friend."
Anyway, actually, I'm glad you brought that book up because actually that is my very first book. Not only that, but that is also the spinoff. Well, it's actually the first series, but the Love Chronicles is a spinoff from In Love with My Best Friend. So the main characters are those from that book is actually the children from In Love with My Best Friend with the two characters, or actually the two couples that's in that series.
Well,
So
I
it's all
want
kind of
about it
tie-in.
because I think that is just a story that can happen anywhere. I tell people all the time. I had a friend of mine, and we were so close that people often thought we were married. So I can see how that can really come about because we were always stuck at the hip together. We were just friends, but I see how that can come. And so I was excited. I'm excited. So I'm gonna have to get those 3 books so I can read them all. So I'm excited to do that. It's gonna be good because I love stuff that ends with good stories. Sometimes, especially with the way the world is today, you want to have something to feel good about and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So though these wonderful love stories can do that, and then they'll make you feel like, oh, okay, I'm excited to see what the end is going to be. So I really that, and you get a lot of wonderful reviews. I read so many of the reviews on your books, and so you get a lot of reviews. So that is really amazing. And so what about? So I know you had another series called Love, Life, and Happiness, and we might touch that in a few minutes because we're going to take a break and we're going to hear from our wonderful sponsors.
Each and every one of us has a mission in life. Mine is to help people laugh through the good times and the bad. My name is Charlotte Canyon, and I'm an author, a speaker, and a host on Indie Beacon Radio. If you need me to speak at an event or autograph my book, you can contact me at charlotte@charlottecanyon.com. Thank you, and have a blessed day.
Looking to take your writing career to the next level? Look no further than 100 plus questions a writer/author should ask. With over 100 questions curated by award-winning author and speaker B. Alan Bourgeois, the founder and CEO of the Author School of Business, this book is a must-have for any aspiring or established writer. Bourgeois, a seasoned publisher, author advocate, and educator, brings his wealth of experience to the table to help you better understand the publishing world and succeed in your career. Don't miss out on this valuable resource. Get an additional bonus of a 1-month free subscription to the Author School of Business valued at $12.95.
Marianne Fairmouth is a career consultant with 30 years experience in the national recruiting world, a multi-award-winning author in multi-genres, and a speaker that gives presentations to help you succeed. Her book, Revolutionary Recruiting, made the top 20 global list of recruiting books. Find her on Amazon, your favorite bookstore, or at fairmouth.com.
Are you a poet looking for an opportunity to showcase your talent and win exciting prizes? Look no further than the Author School of Business Poetry Contest.
Join a community of talented poets and get your work recognized by industry professionals. This is your chance to take your poetry career to the next level.
Our contest is open to poets of all ages and backgrounds, and we welcome poems in any style or genre. So whether you're a seasoned writer or just starting out, we want to hear your voice.
Visit our website to learn more about the contest rules and how to submit your work. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to showcase your poetry and win amazing prizes.
Join the Author School of Business Poetry Contest and become a part of a community that celebrates the beauty and power of poetry.
Welcome back to the ASB Author Showcase with your hostess, Denise Bryson.
Hello, welcome back to our show. So we have been interviewing the author of over 41 books, Sheena Binkley. And so we're so glad to still be with her. She's a romance novel. She writes in several genres. She writes in contemporary romance, romantic suspense, a new adult romance, women's fiction, African American interest, and teen and young adult. So we're so happy to get to meet her. I was excited because I said, oh my gosh, she's written 41 books. So I was excited to really get to interview her and just see how all of this works. So before the break, we were talking about the other series, one of the other series called Love and Happiness series. So could you tell us about that series? It has a lot of good books in it, Love Unbroken and Trust Me and Unconditional Love. And of course, that's the way we want anybody to love us unconditionally, and The Way We Were, and then Love Always. So tell us about those books.
Okay, so as far as with that series, it's mainly a group of friends who all were at a fictional college, Shaw University. Each book is mainly about a couple. So the series is 7 books. And it actually spans off into various spinoffs. So it is pretty much a lot of books in that series. I really love this series mainly because of not only the friendship that everyone has, but also the relationship, because they all go through real life situations. And it's just one of my best series because I love all the characters that are in that series.
Oh, wow. And so now, is this like, are some of these characters the same characters that you can follow through some of the other ones, or are these a separate group of characters? You might tell me that.
Actually, you can follow them throughout the entire series.
Okay. And what about the one Trust Me? that seems to be something that, you know, people struggle with in relationships sometimes, and they say, oh, trust me, but then you're not trustworthy. So but in this book, is the character trustworthy, I guess is what I want to ask.
It took some time for the couple, because with both of them, they were going through a lot of trust issues. well, with themselves and with each other. So I think that was one of the things that kind of connected them together. Throughout the book, it's just a lot of twists and turns, a lot of incidents that does occur, but at the end, they found true love with each other.
And so you write sometimes some diversity in your books. So could you tell us a little bit about, with all this book banning and all this stuff going on, so how does an author get past that to be able to write, to write what they want, even if it's a little diverse or whatever, whatever? How do you get past that, and how you move on without, I guess, without them making you feel like you got to stop writing what you write?
I think was speaking for myself, I think being able to write is more like an expression for myself. So I know that's one of the things that the reason why I write is because I'm being able to express myself, to have a voice. And I believe that's mainly what a lot of authors are doing when they do write. They're just trying to find their way in the literary world and just being able to just express themselves. And I feel like that's freedom of speech. So I feel like that should be some of the things that shouldn't be taken away from anyone.
Okay. So now, will you always stay in romance, or will you branch out into some other genres?
I'm considering it. I wouldn't mind doing Christian fiction, mystery, possibly. I have done urban fiction a couple of years back. That was something that I kind of dabbled in, but didn't really, I wouldn't say wanted to do. So I kind of went back to doing romance. But I'm really considering doing Christian fiction. That's one of the things that I kind of want to branch into.
Okay. And then, so how many so if you've been writing for the last 10 years, how many books do you usually produce a year?
Well, when I first started, I want to say I started probably maybe writing 2 to 3 books a month, just depending. But now, because I do have a full-time job as well, so it kind of limited my time to write. Hopefully, my goal for this year, hopefully maybe about 3 to 4 books, if possible.
And so, and how long does it usually take you to develop one and finish?
About a month or two, just give or take, especially if I have enough time to do it, because normally I plan out everything as far as plotting and actually writing a book. So it takes about that long for me to finish.
Oh, wow, that's really good. So what would you tell a new author starting out? What would be some advice that you would give to them?
First, I would say is never give up on your dream. I know, honestly, for me, there have been times when I have almost a couple of times, but just being able to push through. There are a lot of critics. You have to have thick skin, honestly, and be able to love what you do. That's another thing that I always try to stress to anyone. If you don't, then it's no point in pursuing it. So always just love what you do.
Okay. And then would you classify some of your books as Christian romance?
I could say yes on certain books, because I do also kind of have a bit of spirituality in each book. So I would say that, but I wouldn't say it's fully Christian fiction, though.
Okay. And do you publish self-publish, or do you go through a traditional publisher?
I'm self-publishing right now.
And so that's good. So even with that process, sometimes it's lengthy or something like that, but so do you do it all yourself, or do you get someone else to help you with publishing, or you just do it all yourself?
I mainly do it all myself.
That's good. So I would like to know, one other thing I would like to know is if you I guess I would like to know what really makes You you know, I mean, so you have such a love. I mean, then you have a love for love. And so you like that. But have you ever, so has any of your books ever got to the point where they're pushed out and they're made into movies or plays and things like that?
Um, Actually, that would be a dream of mine to one day have one of my books actually turn into a movie or a play. Um, Actually, I was just thinking about this a couple of days ago. I know a couple of books I would love for it to be like Love Unbroken, but really any book from the Love, Life, and Happy series. I feel like that should be turned into a movie. So I feel like a lot of people would relate to the characters that's in that series.
Mm-hmm. That would be amazing because you have so many. I just think would be amazing. They could be on a Hallmark shows,
Yeah.
like on the on the Hallmark movies because they make so many stories like that. So I just wish I really hope that your books will land in their place so that you can begin to see that come to fruition because that would be amazing. So we're going to take another break and we're going to hear from our wonderful sponsors. We'll be right back.
As an author, it's important to find an organization that can provide the resources and support you need to succeed in the publishing industry. The Authors School of Business, ASB, is a well-respected organization that has been helping authors learn how to market and sell themselves and their books since 2011. Here are a few reasons why you should consider joining ASB instead of another organization. 1. Expertise and experience. 2. Comprehensive education. 3. Customized learning options. 4. Community and networking. 5. Cost-effective and flexible membership options. ASB is an excellent choice for authors who want to succeed in the publishing industry. By joining ASB, you can benefit from the organization's expertise and experience, receive comprehensive education, customize your learning experience, connect with a supportive community, and enjoy flexible and cost-effective membership options.
The garden was still there, full of vegetables and flowers, and a little lone rabbit sat nibbling on a pea plant. Coney picked, chopped, and cooked some cabbage, chop, 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 and Coda picked 2 carrots and cut them into pieces. I'm so happy to have a new friend. The end. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah!
Welcome back to the ASB Author Showcase with your hostess, Denise Bryson.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Indie Beacon Radio Show. We're so glad to have you back. We have been interviewing the author Sheena Binkley, as she is the author of 41 books. So we've been enjoying hearing about her love stories. So if you want to read books that have a happy ending or have just a feel-good ending, these are some you want to get and you want to read. She has several series that she has written on love. And it's so good to hear stuff like that now, especially in this crazy world that we live in today. So I want to ask one more question and then we're going to begin to wind down. What type of challenges have you experienced in self-publishing?
Well, starting out, I believe it was the quality of the book. When I first did In Love My Best Friend, as well as Our Love. That was my second book. I did receive a little bit of criticism, but as starting out as a indie author, is of course it's a lot of things that I really didn't understand as far as publishing a book. Because with it, Love My Best Friend, I actually did have someone publish it, so it really wasn't as much issues. But with the second book, I released it on my own. So it's a lot of things I didn't really learn going into the industry. But now, since I have published so many other books, I do know a little bit more compared to how it was when I first started out.
Mhm. And I always tell people because I'm an author as well, and I always tell them, I said, well, one of the most important things is for editing. If
Yes.
you have a good editor, you can really, it makes the difference because, so many times, and then sometimes you have to edit it and then edit it again because sometimes you look up and there's a mistake and you almost freak out. I know I do.
Me too.
I'll be like, oh my God. So where can what is your next plan, and when is the next book coming out that do you anticipate it coming out? So you just had one that released May the 4th, is that right?
Yes. Okay.
And so that
Well, I am working on another book. That is actually the third book in another series that I have. I am also going to be in a box set. That's going to be in October. So I am going to be contributing to that. And I do have some author signings coming up as well. So that will be in Houston.
Oh, wow. So now what about author signing? How are those going? Because I know sometimes with all the virtual stuff going on, it's been a little, we're getting back to it. So hopefully everything.
It's getting better, actually. I haven't really been doing as many author signings as I would like, because due to just getting back into the swing of things. I know next year I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more. I'll be traveling a little bit more, so that I'm excited for.
Oh, good. So where can people reach you on social media, and where can they buy your books?
Okay, well, actually, my books are on Amazon, of course. Barnes and Noble website, as well as my own website, which is SheenaBinkley.com. So you can get books from there. And also you can reach me on Facebook. Of course, I do have an author page. So that is facebook.com/Sheena Binkley author.
You. And so, and so do you have anything else you would love to share with our readers today?
Well, just, I guess, keep reading my books. I have a lot more coming out, so.
And we always encourage our Texas readers, especially here in Texas and those everywhere, because this is going on a national platform so people can see it from everywhere. Please support our authors. They are doing, they said, whatsoever they do, they're doing. So they're getting things out and they're bringing you some wonderful stories and some things that can broaden your mind and broaden your imagination. And then for those of you that are still looking for love and you're waiting for love to happen, you might want to read her books because she's got love stories. I mean, a lot of love stories. And so you can read them and get some inspiration and may tell you how to get somebody. How about that? So we're so excited about that. Might give you some ideas on how to get out and about. And so we're thankful for that. So thank you so much, Sheena, for taking the time to meet with us. We're so glad. I'm so thankful I got the opportunity to meet with you and hear about all these stories. And I'm going to go get that series because I wanted that one about falling in love with your best friend, because that's something that makes it seems like that's one of my stories. So I'm gonna get over there and read that, and so I can be excited about it and tell all my friends about it, because I have a lot of friends that are still waiting on love. And so if we can read something about love, we might get an inspiration to get out and about and get found. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time. And I'm just so glad that I got to meet you, and I got to talk to you and just get a feel of all the things that you're doing. So we're thankful for that. So thank you for your time. As I said before, remember, Texas, support our authors. Please support our authors and buy as many. She's got 41 books. Now you got a lot to buy there. So come on and support her. And then we want to tell you to continue to drop everything and read, get that good love story and relax and read. I'm telling you. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Good night. Well, thank you for listening to the radio show. And I have been your host, Denise Bryson. And our author was Sheena Binkley. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the ASB Author Showcase with your host, B. Allen Bourgeois. Thank you for watching or listening to the ASB Author Showcase, spotlighting authors from around the world. ASB Author Showcase is produced by Author School of Business, an author-owned organization helping authors to fully understand the business side of being an author. If you would like to be on the show or to be a sponsor of the show, simply email us at authorschool@outlook.com. Thank you to Happy Follows for creating the music, Frolic of Words, for the ASB Author Showcase. You can find his music on all major platforms